So hey guys, it's Zyant again. And yeah, more Titanfall. Same game, same two maps, same two guns. The difference here is that you're watching the very first game I played of the beta. And that's what I want to talk about today, first games, and how, for me, Titanfall is not ruined by any sense of the imagination. We've only seen two maps, we've only seen a very small selection of guns, but I won't have that first game feeling. Because while the beta that we played, the build itself was probably about a month old, even at that point, maybe more, and it was probably an internal build. For the gamers out there who played the beta, even playing the full game and at full resolution at 200 FPS, 110 FOV with mods and all this stuff that won't be in on release, but that I hope will eventually be in, you know, it's not gonna be that same holy shit feeling, right? That I had in this game, where it's chaotic, everyone's moving, no one's found any camping spots, no one's discovered the smart pistol yet, and everyone's just having a really, really good time. And so the question, and I guess I'm gonna have to have questions for each of these commentaries now, is not just what was your first game of Titanfall like, because I know that a lot of you didn't actually play the beta for whatever reason. Either you didn't have an Xbox One, you weren't invited to the beta on PC, you don't have anything that can run it, this, that, and other thing. But you know, what was your first game of COD 4 like? What was your first game of Dark Souls like? What was your first game of Team Fortress 2? The first game, the game that really defined your gaming career, as Team Fortress 2 was for me on the PC, or Killzone 2, and I should really talk about that at length as well. These first games, they define our experience in the rest of the game. And for me, this first game was actually, it wasn't a bad game. I think I go 12-3, which for me is actually, it's an average Titanfall game, but it's postable, and I really enjoyed my time in this first game. And again, I think, for me at least, and for a lot of people who played the beta, the first game we play in the beta, if it's not on Angel City or Fracture, which I love that word, by the way, just as from a word standpoint, it's one of my favorite words, Fracture. It won't be the same as for a lot of people who didn't play the beta and are buying the game for the first time. Simply because, well, we've already played the basic game. We've played the core. We've played everything that the game is in a nutshell. We haven't played the full thing, obviously. It wouldn't be a full game if it were just two maps and about three different guns. But like I say, the first game I play of Titanfall, but after it releases fully, it won't give me the same feeling. It won't give me the same sense of wonder, it won't give me the same sense of happiness that the beta did, simply because it won't be as new an experience. It'll be a new experience, certainly, but it will not be the experience I had with the beta. It will not be this defining moment where I was just like, holy shit, this is so awesome. I will still be giddy as all hell that I'm playing Titanfall, but like I say, it will not be the same. And I mentioned Killzone 2, and this is something I don't know if I mentioned way back in my gaming history series, but I suppose it bears retelling if I did, and if I didn't, I'll tell the story for the first time. I did not start as a PC gamer. And for those of you who are PC purists, I will not say elitist, if PC purists, you will probably find that rather insulting. Especially since almost all of my gameplay has been hosted from the PC. I started my multiplayer gaming career, on the PS3 with Killzone 2. I absolutely adored Killzone 2. It was the game that I cut my teeth on with the controller. It was a game I cut my teeth on online multiplayer. It was a game that introduced me to the wonders of first-person tactical shooters. Because in Killzone, you don't kill very quickly, the maps are big, and there's just a lot of good times to be had playing Killzone 2. It reminds me a little bit of Battlefield mixed with a little bit of Halo, with a little bit of something that no other game really has. Because the thing about Killzone 2, and any of the Killzone multiplayers, is that there isn't one game mode that you play at one time, that is. You go into a game, it starts out as standard team deathmatch, which I think has its own name within the game itself. And then seamlessly, it transfers into capture and hold. And whoever wins that gets a point. And then seamlessly, it transfers into capture the flag. And seamlessly, it transfers into VIP protection, which is just the game denotes a player who should be the VIP, you are to protect them, blah, blah, blah. And it was one of those things that has never really been done really well since. And that's one of the reasons I stayed with Killzone for as long as I did. And then Killzone 3 came out, and by that point, I had moved on to the glorious wonders of PC gaming. And I left the consoles behind for the most part. But Killzone 2, like I say, introduced me to a faster-paced game where I'm competing not against my own reputation and my own thought of myself, but against other human beings. And a game like Titanfall, where you are playing against other people, the first game that defines your experience sometimes is a bad one. Simply because you are playing alone, you don't have any Xbox friends, your PC buddies aren't online, or you just got your PC and so you don't have anybody you can buddy up with TeamSpeak or Mumble, and you jump into Titanfall, you jump into Call of Duty, you jump into Battlefield, and you see yourself getting absolutely decimated by 5 or 6 people communicating, they're all in Titans, they're all stomping on your team, and you're thinking to yourself, I just spent $60 to get my ass handed to me on a nightly basis? What the fuck? But you keep coming back. Or you don't. And you return it to GameStop the next day saying, I don't care if you can't give me the full value, give me trading credit for this piece of trash that just absolutely hammered my ass. Because I've said this before, as gamers, we have expectations. And for me, I already have an expectation of myself when I'm playing Titanfall. I already know essentially how well I should be doing, how effectively I should be navigating the maps, and how accurate my shots should be. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Tell me what you think about Titanfall and about first games in general, and I'll see you in the next.